All right. So as I said, I'm from Greatness Digital. You can go to greatnessdigital.com, check us out. We primarily offer a whole bunch of digital marketing services just for senior living communities and senior living retirement centers, in-home care, hospice, anything related to, if you serve seniors, we serve you. So go check us out there. We've got a lot of cool resources. And of course, if you need help in this arena, we're the go-to people. But we're talking about how to recruit caregivers off of Facebook. Because honestly, if you're looking for caregivers, Facebook's almost your perfect demographic. You've got younger folks on there, you've got older folks on there. Everyone's using Facebook. And, you know, if you're wanting to extend past something like Indeed, Indeed is great for higher level jobs. But if we're being really honest, caregiving is often a job that is, you know, it's either your calling, which is fantastic. That's like your diamond in the rough, but it's also a great stepping stone job for a lot of folks, or it's a great, you know, job as they advance their career or something like that. So, and they also make for a great job to make transitions in your own company. So they move up in your own company. It's a great source for that. But anyways, Facebook, I found, as I have recruited many caregivers for the companies I used to work for, and for the companies that I do advertising now, Facebook's definitely the go-to place, even over Indeed, definitely over Craigslist, things like that. So we're going to hop right in. I'm going to take you to the Facebook page and show you how to set up a job posting and how to get it rolling, and then finally how to put a little money behind it to get applications at really low costs, so you can either fill immediate needs in your employment gaps, or you can, you know, search through and find the diamonds in the rough. I know it's always like a combination of those two things that you want, but it just depends on your situation. So I'm going to show you right here. I'm jumping into the Facebook page. I'm, of course, the admin of this page. Here on the left, this is what it looks like here in March in 2021. This is where you can navigate your page. But of course, we have manage jobs here on the left, right? And up here, create job. This is how you get started. It's going to bring this thing up here for you, a preview. It's going to be real simple. You can go right at it here on the left. Start doing your title and everything, your location. And I'll give you some tips here. So, and it'll populate here on the right, so you can see it in live time. I'm going to bring you over right now to a Facebook page from Regent Court Senior Living. I used to be the marketing director there. Amazing culture, memory care, great company, Compass Senior Living. Worked with them for a long time. They're fantastic. We had this post right here looking for caregivers, and you could see it got a ton of responses, 490 likes, 29 comments, 37 shares. It got a lot of traction online and was gaining us a lot of applications for really low dollar amounts. And it's all because of what you put into it and the images. Now, the image doesn't show here. I'm not sure why it decided not to show me the image here, probably because it's not being actively ran. This was in 2019, but we ran this through 20 and even 21 as a great recruiting tool. I just want you to look at kind of the structure of how this ad is put together, right? They're looking for a caregiver. Now you can call them whatever you want. That's not too important. But look at what was described within the post itself, right? First, you need to grab your caregivers that are swinging through their feed, looking at jobs. This is going to post in their job section. They're looking through there. They're looking for something that's going to catch their eye. You want to grab a hook. So care partners needed, right? Immediately, it's a need. People are stopping right there and looking and going to the next line. Guided by goodness, loyalty, faith, and fun. This is where I would tell you, if you're looking for caregivers to be the right fit, put your mission, put your heart out in front of the post. So we grabbed them with a hook in the first line. Hey, these care partners are needed. You got them. They're reading. Now you tell them, this is who we are, right? And this is what we need. So we go right into this section right here, which is a little emotional. And we bring people in to really make sure they're the right type of person. Now, I know sometimes finding the right type of person, you just need bodies. And I understand that, being in the industry. But this is still a good opportunity to highlight what makes you and your community and your company a good fit, and also like target someone's heartstrings, because sometimes it's just about getting someone in the door, especially if you're recruiting for memory care or jobs that include a little more personal care. You want to get a little emotion pulled in there too, because it's not an easy job. It's not. And so here we have a little bit more description that brings them in, and below that we go into the essential job functions. I list them out pretty transparently, but this is what we did. You can see that we list the primary job functions. Obviously, having a caregiver can be, or being a caregiver can be a lot of wearing every single hat and doing a lot of things that you never thought you would, all in the name of taking care of our wonderful seniors out there. So hats off to caregivers, first of all. But this is how we described it. And, essential functions, what goes into the job duties performed with residents, take initiative for growth and wellness goals, satisfaction is a priority. I mean, you're listing out these not so specific, but kind of overarching job responsibilities and functions. I kept this all really nice, not too scary. You don't want to go too scary, but you do want to be honest. You want to say that there's activities of daily living, including bathing, dressing, grooming, toileting, all of them. And then, of course, at the end of it, a lot of people say, should I put the wage that we're starting us? Yes, do it. And I would always start at the high end. I'm just going to say it. You can get more people in to apply if you have your higher range located right here. Now, this was an entry-level job. That's how much they were paying at the time, 2019, $13.50 to $15. That was the higher level. I guess I don't know. I don't even know if that could go lower, actually. But we put that realistic range there. Whatever your range is, put it at the higher end, because you want someone in the door who says, okay, you can work up to that. It's based on experience. You can work up to that. But here's what we're offering now. You get the foot in the door and you get the right type of people there. It's going to attract the right folks. So also on top of this, I do want to pop over back to, okay, this is what I'll show you. This is the ideas behind images. Your image will speak 1,000 words. So if you're going to create a job post here, I'm switching tabs on you. You've got your title of caregiver or care partner, your location, of course, full-time. Here's that job description we just went over, where you can kind of do it in a structured pattern so that people respond to it positively. Your minimum, maximum salary, how that works, right? We'll talk about these questions here, but at the very bottom, you can add a photo. That photo is crucial because you can put photos in which people are doing realistic parts of the job and they're in scrubs or something. I wouldn't recommend it. I would not. What I would recommend is a photo like this. And I love Regent Court's social media. I got to start up and work with several of the staff to really make it just pop. You can see, look at this, 293 likes from a senior care community. They have over 6,000 followers. Amazing. Because they take pictures like this and they engage with their audience and they make things fun. Like, what's the jerk? That's so cool. So this is the type of picture. I would take this picture, something like this, in your arsenal of photos that you have, and I would put it right here in the job description photo right there. So it pops up real big and you can crop it. You could just have this section right here and just make it, having fun with seniors, because the job can be fun. It's hard, but it can be very fun. And if you want to fill vacancies, that's how you do it. Right. After that, here's kind of some questions that you can ask. And actually they have great kind of prompt questions, such as when can you start? You can ask them questions like, what days are available, especially if there's students. What days are you available to work? Things like that. Have you ever worked in a care setting like this? Although you can ask for past employment and or resume right here, so they can put that in. That's all up to you. Right. But you can kind of filter out some questions. The more questions you ask here, the less people that will actually filter through it. So I wouldn't add a ton, maybe 2 or 3, unless you're being very picky. And that's okay to be very picky. Put those questions there. Last but certainly not least, really quickly in this video, I want to tell you kind of, the jab, jab, knockout of how to do this. So you can see over here that when we posted this, this job posting at Regent Court, we got almost 500 likes. We did not pay for a majority of those. This was our knockout, right? What we did is we posted it to the page. We emailed it out, of course, that syndication, right? Then after a couple days, we waited. Then we shared it into the local area groups. Every single city, most every single city has like local groups on Facebook that are just pertaining to that area. Get in those groups, share the post with your little special blurb on it, whatever you want to say, but share it and give a little input into it and pick up a little bit of traction there, right? We also shared it we shared it to every group that was applicable locally just to get eyes on it. And that picture, like this is where the picture comes into play. That picture is going to stand out. And so when you share it in those groups, you're going to get a lot of likes, just even though those people aren't applying. They're like, oh, that's so cool. You guys are doing good work. Like, comment, something. That increases your credibility and your exposure. You want a lot of likes and comments because that is what's going to also stop a caregiver or a potential caregiver right in their tracks and say, look at the image. Wow, that's amazing. Look at the job description. Look how many people are interacting with this. I'm going to do it. Right? I'm just going to do it. So that's what got us a lot of caregivers. Also follow this up with money. Right? You can boost it. I'm not an admin on this page anymore, but if you were, you'll have a little button right here to boost it. You want to make sure you're boosting in the right geographical location. So make sure that's all incorrect. And what's nice about, or what that is all correct. But what is nice about boosting a job over boosting like a post for traction or something like that for brand awareness. What's nice is that you're only boosting it within the job section of Facebook. That means you're not going to get a lot of people that are just perusing Facebook and see your paid ad. You're going to get people that are on Facebook looking specifically at the job ads. So that's important. And that's why boosting these type of posts are a little more effective than, other types of ads that you can run. So I love Facebook. Seems to be so much cheaper. We were getting applications between $10 and $15 per app after the organic, once we put money into it, because it had all these things working for it. So it made recruiting caregivers a lot more easy. It is always a struggle to, find local caregivers and keep local caregivers. So we are making this video. Shout out to Home Instead here in Albany. They're the ones who have an amazing culture that they keep their caregivers really happy, and they keep you take care of your caregivers, they'll take care of your customers or your residents, patients, however you want to say that. You take care of them, they'll take care of your folks, your customers, and Home Instead has done an amazing job building that culture. So shout out to Vicky and her crew over there. I hope this video helped you so that you can start recruiting caregivers that don't even know they're interested in this industry yet. And of course, that's going to connect you to more people, and you're going to get a awesome crew, that perfect well-oiled machine shift or whatever you need them for. Find the right diamonds in the rough. And I think Facebook is the tool to do it. So anyways, I'm Zeth from Greatness Digital, guys. If you have any questions, please comment, let me know. I'll answer those. Anyways, talk to you guys next time. Bye.